Well, everybody's voting everybody, and that's very beautiful. And this gentleman here is going to give us some of his wisdom. Would you like to introduce yourself, sir?
Sure, I'm Paul.
Paul, yes, okay.
And my wisdom. Actually, this sort of was a dream I had. Something that could happen here. See, let me preface it by saying, one, you know, any idiot can work hard, but can you work smart? That's one thing to hold on to. The other one is, any idiot can work hard, just slave their guts out, right? But can you work smart?
That's right.
The other thing is, how revolutionary is it to teach people something who are in abject ignorance all the time? So, the abject ignorance that the powers that be absolutely depend on, from what I can tell, is our ignorance of how money works.
Oh, yeah, oh, so
and
true.
Where money comes from and how it's made. So,
absolutely.
What I thought would be a cool thing for this group of people to do is, I don't know where they find the books or the professors or the instructors, but the idea is lunchtime, half-hour to 1 hour lectures every day on the basics. This is a savings account. This is a checking account. This is how banks make money off savings and checking accounts.
Yes. Here's
a bond. Here's a trust fund. Here's a stock. Here's a futures. Here's a commodity. Here's how they work. Here's how the stock market works, and how people make money off of it. Here is a bank. Here is a trust company. Here is an insurance company. Here's how they work. And finally, the real revolutionary thing: how do governments and banks make money, and for what reasons? So, after about a week or two of this, you got a bunch of people that know a hell of a lot more about money and how it's abused and used and misused and all the rest of it.
Yes.
At the beginning.
Well, listen, sir, with all due respect, I have to tell you that your dream is already manifest, and that numbers and hundreds of thousands of young people have now plumbed the mysteries of money, and it's like the Wizard of Oz has been revealed.
Beautiful.
And now that the Wizard of Oz has been revealed, he can never really hide back in his cave of wonderment. And I'm a cowardly lion, but I'm happy to have discovered this.
That's brilliant. Because people, grassroots people, armed with that kind of knowledge.
Yes,
more and more.
We're bringing on a new age of liberty. Absolutely.
I mean, you know how to. When you get more and more people who know how the banks and the governments
have ripped them off,
play their tricks.
That's right.
The actual mechanisms by which.
That's right. They know now. Lots and lots of people. I've known since 1972, but at first nobody believed me for years. But not to worry, I'll let this one go. Thanks for your smile.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. What's your name again?
Paul.
Thank you, Paul.
Court told them that they could. So just keep that in mind when you're deciding whether or not you want to be arrested today. If you don't allow them if you interfere with them while they're attempting to remove anything to obtain compliance with the order, then you can be arrested. Any questions?
Hello, Betty.
Hi.
I've seen you since clockwork. You're a naughty one, you are.
Yeah, I'm glad to see her here. Yeah, it's a long time, that's right. Right on.
I've been waiting so long. is my land. From California, Buena Vista, to New York Island. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land.
From Buena Vista to Vancouver's Island, from the Arctic Circle to the Great Lake waters, this land was made for you and me.
As I was wandering that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. This land is my land. From Buena Vista to Vancouver Island, from the Arctic Circle to the Great Lake waters, this land was made for you and me. I've roamed and rambled and followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts, and all around me a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. From the Vista to Vancouver Island, from the Arctic Circle
to the Great Lake waters, this land was made for you and me.
This world is our
Lord, this world is our world.
This world is our world.
Get up there.
Made for you and me.
This world is our world. This world is our world. We gotta share it. And we all own it. We gotta love it. We gotta serve it. This land is made for you and me.
To you is really to change your course of direction. You need to focus and put your issues in the proper place. Now, first of all, I'm what you would call a minister. Don't get the wrong idea. I have nothing to sell, nothing to join, and no denominations, no donations. In other words, I'm what you would call a 21st apostle. And basically, I can tell you the first 6 days a week, they're locked. Yet these people profess to be of God. They open on one day of the week between arguing whether it should be a Saturday or a Sunday. They operate one day a week, 1 hour in the afternoon, 1 hour in the evening. When these people who claim to be of divine ordinances, and that goes down, it filters right from the top. You can't blame the police. You can't blame all these other aspects of society. You've got to set your course back. You young people, I'm going to come down here in a few minutes. I'm going to kick my legs with no warm-up, my height, 6'4", 1, 2, like that. It makes a difference what you eat. It makes a difference what you think. It makes a difference what you do. If I can influence one person here today, it will be worth it. But it has to go back to the start. It has to go back to the church. Put some of your attention there. Show these people up for what they really are inside, because that's what I'm doing every day. It's on my website. I'm challenging all the top people. I said, who do you want me to follow? Jimmy Baker? Gold bathtub knobs? And air-conditioned dog houses, Jimmy Swaggart bouncing around on the stage with his hellfire and brimstone. How about Oral Roberts? I'm going to be taken. God's going to take me if I don't get $1 million.
times must a white dove sail before she sleeps in sand? Yes, and how many times must the cannonballs fly before they are forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. And how many years can a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? Yes, and how many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? Yes, and how many times can a man turn his head, pretend that he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Yes, and how many times can a man look up before he can see the sky? Yes, and how many ears must one man have before he can hear people cry? Yes, and how many times can it before too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Sorry I screwed up that last verse. I haven't done this one